Vishnu-Paadaadi-Keshanta-Stotram, Shloka 43. रूक्षस्मारेक्षुचापच्युत शरनिकर क्षीण लक्ष्मीकटाक्ष प्रोत्फुल्लत् पद्ममाला विलसित महित स्फाटिकैशानलिङ्गम्. These two quarters together is one samastapadam. I will repeat this. रूक्षस्मारेक्षुचापच्युत शरनिकर क्षीण लक्ष्मीकटाक्ष प्रोत्फुल्लत् पद्ममाला विलसित महित स्फाटिकैशानलिङ्गम्. भूयात् भूयो विभूत्यै मम भुवनपतेर्भ्रूलता द्वन्द्वमध्यात् उत्थं तत् पुण्ड्रमूर्ध्वं जनिमरणतमः खण्डनं मण्डनञ्च. अन्वयः रूक्ष स्मार इक्षुचाप च्युत शरनिकर क्षीण लक्ष्मीकटाक्ष प्रोत्फुल्लत् पद्ममाला विलसित महित स्फाटिक ऐशानलिङ्गं भुवनपतेः भ्रूलता द्वन्द्व मध्यात् ऊर्ध्वम् उत्थं जनिमरण तमः खण्डनं च मण्डनं तत् पुण्ड्रं मम भूयः विभूत्यै भूयात्. This verse is a beautiful verse describing the mark on the forehead of Lord Vishnu, which is usually known as the Urdhva Pundram. Now we will look at the word meanings. Tat Pundram, that mark on the forehead, Urdhvam Uttham, which is rising in the upward direction, and Bhrulata Dvandva Madhyat, it is rising from the center of the pair of creeper-like eyebrows. The eyebrows are compared to creepers. And then Bhuvanapatehe of Lord Vishnu. Then Vilasita, that Urdhva Pundram appears bright. And then Protpullat Padmamala, it appears like there is a garland which is made up of bloomed lotuses. And what is it that looks like the bloomed lotuses? Ksheena Lakshmi Kataksha. It is the anguished side glances of Mahalakshmi. And why is that so? Because Ruksha Smara Ikshuchapachyuta Sharanikara. It appears like the rough or the harsh arrows which are released from Manmatha's sugarcane bow. Then further that mark is Mahita, very apt or fit to be worshipped. And further Sphatika Aishana Lingam, Sphatika Aishana Lingam. It appears like the crystal. Sphatika means crystal. Aishana Lingam. For those who are interested, the Sanskrit learning people, Aishana is Ishanasya idam Aishanam. That's the usage. And Ishanaha means Shivaha. So Sphatika Aishana Lingam means Sphatika Mani Nirmita Shivalingam. So this Urdhva Pundram is said to appear like a crystal Shivalingam. And further, what does it do? Jani Marana Tamah Khandanam. It destroys the darkness of ignorance which is the cause for the diseases known as birth and death. Not only that, this Urdhva Pundram is Mandanam Cha. It's also a decorative on the forehead. And may such a Urdhva Pundram Mama Bhuyaha Vibhutyai Bhuyat. May it bestow abundant wealth on me, the devotee. So, on Bhagavan Vishnu's forehead is this religious mark, which is commonly known as Urdhva Pundram. And this Urdhva Pundram is described as being white in color. Therefore, it is metaphorically presented as the crystal Spatika Shivalingam. And it is described as a Spatika Shivalingam. Manmata's bow is made of sugar cane. This is usually known. And from such a bow, he is said to be shooting off many harsh arrows at Mahalakshmi Devi. Because of that, Lakshmi Devi's mind is disturbed, and so it is moving closer to Bhagavan Vishnu in affection. Now, Bhagavan Vishnu is a Atma Ramaha Swatantraha. That is, he is reveling in the self and independent. So, Lord Vishnu does not notice her. Whereas Mahalakshmi Devi is continuously gazing at Lord Vishnu's face. Now, this sight here is described as Lakshmi Devi is suffering from the influence of Kama, and so she is making a garland with her lotus-like side glances, and those are the bloomed lotuses, and with that, like as though she is making a garland, and then she is offering it as worship to the Spatika Lingam, which is in the form of Urdhva Pundram. This kind of puja, worship to the enemy of Kama means Lord Shiva, is done with the prayer that Lord Shiva should discipline the Kama, that is Manmatha, from influencing her and causing her anguish. Such a Urdhva Pundram, which is placed on the forehead of the Lord of the world. Lord Vishnu here is explained as Bhuvanapati. So this Urdhva Pundram appears to rise from between the eyebrows and move upwards. When a Dharmika or a Vaishnava wears this Urdhva Pundram, it is said to suggest that the Jiva is searching for the ultimate source of light, which is also referred to as the Para-Tejas. In other words, it is the knowledge of the self. And how is that known here? In the form of Lord Vishnu, it is that Para-Tejas, the ultimate source of light. Now, further, it is said that this Urdhva Pundram is meditated upon and prayed to, seeking the destruction of the darkness of ignorance, ajnanam. And because that ajnanam is the cause for the bondage, bandhana of birth and death. Further, this beautiful Urdhva Pundram which decorates Bhagavan Vishnu's forehead, the devotee is praying to that and saying, may it bless me with absolute happiness. So, absolute happiness here implies Kaivalya Sukham, that is oneness with the Supreme. So, meditating on the Urdhva Pundram of Lord Vishnu, the devotee is seeking Kaivalyam. Mama bhuyaha vibhutyai bhuyat, means may I get that Kaivalya Sukham. Namaste.